Pub there, it used to be a pub. It's now called the Rusty Starfish. What do I know? Well, just had my tea. Sat on the bench in Middleton. I'm going to yumped it up here to Chadderton. Had the rest of my tea. Did my sugars in Middleton. And yeah, we're 5.9, so that's okay. Don't know what they are now though. But before I take off in my car, I will be checking them again. I've just had another bussy outside Chadderton Town Hall. So now that's it. I'm going to make my way to Waterhead and then home. You know, I've just done 5 mile. I do regularly 6 mile with Toby, but I found it quite hard. Whether it's because it's all been on roads or up hills, even small hills, I don't know. But I found it a lot harder than I thought I would. Anyway, enough looking at me, let's have a look at the beautiful scenery of Oldham. Well, we're now coming up to Oldham, as the locals call it. As you might call it, Oldham. I think I've got about another 3 miles to go. Now 3 mile on Google Maps isn't the same as 3 miles on my mobile. And I will see. I sort of trust my watch a bit more. That tells me all together today we've done nearly 24,000 steps. Now me and Toby have done 30,000 in a day. But that's according to my mobile. According to my watch, I don't know. But 23,995 it's telling me. 24,007. Well, that's something, isn't it? Right, we're not far now from town centre. This used to be a mill once over. I mean cotton mills round here. They're literally 10 a penny. What did this used to be? Hartford Works. They can buy your house for cash in just 7 days. Wow. Well, I don't know whose mill it was. Certainly on Company Limited. But the name was washed off. But at one time there used to be literally maybe 70, 80, maybe even more cotton mills in Oldham. Even in the 50s and early 60s, cotton was still a major employer. Well, I'm not taking chances, it's too dark and I'm getting tired. So I'm going to wait for the little green man to show up. Well, we're not far. I'm trying it. That used to be a pub there, Piri Desai. So we're going up now towards the town centre. I don't think I'm going to pass about looking for a bus. At this time I'm just going to get into the town centre, make my way down Huddersfield Road and then Stormtroop up Ripponden Road. Not that far now actually. Oh, we got 8 people. Hi everybody. I have 2 likes. Thank you for liking me. And the others, if you like what you're seeing, then please like, comment, share and subscribe. Oh James, oh, that's nice that. Say hi to Jude for me. Hi Ganim. You're in London. Well, this is Oldham in Lancashire. Hi Arnold Clixby 5895. You love my channel, thank you very much. Right now I'm in Oldham, or as the locals like to call it, Oldham. Yeah, I'm just coming into Oldham now. I used to live here when I was a kid. Oh, the boss man's kitchen. But I think it's closed. Yeah, one of Manchester's trams. Yeah. We'll wait for it to go. Right, the doors have closed, so hopefully we'll... there he goes, look. And there she blows. Manchester doesn't have an underground system, but it's got a very, very extensive tram network. Right. What, you... Annalise Clixby, you live in Oldham. Have I understood you right? Well, you'll know where I am then, won't you? I'm walking up westward. Oh, you are subscribed. Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much. Yeah, I used to live at Watersheddings when I lived in Oldham. But that's back in the 1960s. My mum took us to live in London in 1966. So I'm going back a long time there. But I lived on Tilton Street. And I went to Watersheddings Primary School. If you see me, I'm walking up. You can offer me a lift. I've got a phone in front of me and I'm carrying a bag. Well, you'll know where I am now. Well, I've not quite got there yet. But at least the end is in sight. The 60th anniversary of my long march. It's something which defined my life. I'm almost there. I'm touching Oldham town centre. I have to come out yet. Go down past Monks, Huddersfield Road and up Ripondon Road. Think of about 2.5 miles to go, something like that. Nah, you're alright. You're okay, Annalise. Don't worry, I was just joking. I wouldn't want a lift because I'm doing something. And I'll probably talk more about it tomorrow. But if I got a lift off somebody, it'll spoil it. You're going to York Maze. Right. What is that? Well, there you go. And this building, this is Oldham's College of Knowledge. The OKN. Oldham College spelt with a K, of knowledge spelt with an N. Anyhow, whatever you're doing, Annalise, have a good time. That's the important thing. Have a brilliant time. There we go. The third bit of Oldham's College of Knowledge. There you go. Guys, left you Very trusting people around here. Guy's gone for a takeaway, kebabish. He's left his car by the side of the road with its engine running. Can't be that bad a place, Oldham. Well, that monstrosity, for those who don't know, is part of Oldham's Civic Centre. Stretches down here, across there, it goes on forever. Years and years ago, when I did my teacher training, one of my placements was at Saddleworth School. Nice school in a nice part of the country. And I had to go to the prize giving, which was in that building. On the cross. At the time I lived in Elland, which is about 20 miles or so from here. So it wasn't any big thing. Except I didn't get on particularly well with my mentor. Nor did I get on at the school. It just weren't for me, that place. They didn't like me and I didn't like them. Some of the teachers had a problem, but I'd just left banking and could afford my own laptop. That time laptops were very expensive. Not like now. Anybody can afford them, but then they were expensive. So it caused resentment. Then there was one Jewish kid, and some of the staff thought it appropriate to mock him and knock the yarmulke off his head. Sorry, but that revolted me. Well, here we are. Oldham's bus station. What do you think of that? Well, may as well walk through it. Gotta say one thing, it is clean. Couple of kids over there. If you see a guy with a camera, I'm surprised I didn't get a lot of lip off them. But fair play to them, they're not troubling anybody. Right, they've knocked down the old C&A building looking at this. Well, I'm not really sure where we're going. Look at that sunset over there. Gorgeous, isn't it? Well, this takes to the market. But we need to be going that way. Hello, Yalubi. How are you? No, we're not in Mexico. We're in Oldham, Lancashire, England. Ah, this helps. This used to be CNA many years ago. Now it's all sorts, but when we first come to Oldham, this was CNA. And I thought it were right posh. This wasn't here. That used to be a pub. I think it was called the Top Drum in them days, but I'm not sure. Right, I know where I am. We're okay. We're motoring. You see, they messed it all up. Some of the changes are okay. All change is good, but some of it, I don't know. It's not for me. I prefer Oldham as my childhood, but nothing stays the same. Our town has to change to meet its people, to meet their needs. It's a pretty cheap shop, this. Oh, it's Primark. I remember once my sister was outside a pub singing to make some money for herself, her own little side hustle, just not doing anything rude, but just singing to all these Irishmen who were coming out of the pub. And my mum got wind of it. She went out and she kicked her all the way home. Lots of young kids here. They don't bother me that much, kids, but you get a lot of them and they get the wrong idea, you can get trouble. I think this was a Prudential building once over. Used to be really big on insurance. But I can't, I'm worried it's a bank. May have been a bank, that. No, I can't make it out. So this is Oldham. What have you done? There's the old Odeon. It's here now. Going back, it used to be on Union Street, further down there. And I think that was the last time I ever went to the pictures in Oldham. Me and my two sisters, we went to see Mary Poppins. And that was like Christmas 1965, just after, between Christmas and New Year. And I think it was the 2nd of January 1996. We moved to London. Not enough. How are you tonight? Oh, that sounds good, does that, Annalise? Have a good time anyway. Hiya, Hebe. Yalubi. Not enough me, you're back. Hiya. Thought that guy was talking to me. I'm gonna put you on. Bring you back now. I'll bring you back. I know YouTube get a bit funny over copyrights and things like that. So when there's music, I will mute for that reason. Otherwise, they'll just pull the whole thing down. I've spent too long this evening, haven't I? Well, there's 11 of us walking through Oldham at night time in the dark. You know, some of them don't even think of indicating. How do you know what they're doing when they don't know? Yep. So there's now 9 of us walking through Oldham at night time. Well, that's really something, isn't it? If any of you enjoy what you're looking at, enjoy my video, please like, please share, and please subscribe. Make a comment, tell me what you think, what you like about my video, what you don't like, what you think I can improve. I always like that sort of constructive criticism, because that really helps me. You know, I'm in 2 minds whether to try and get some Asian sweetmeats to take home. Me and Pat both like Asian sweetmeats. Jalebis and gulabs and things like that. Well, we're almost at Mumps Bridge. I'll give you a treat. When we get to Mumps Bridge, I'll walk you past the bus garage. All them years ago when I did my long march, I would have done that then. I'd definitely have walked past the bus garage. Two reasons for that. One reason I like the buses. The second reason, my mum had a new boyfriend who just happened to be a bus conductor. if he'd have been coming in on his bus, I'd have either got a free lift home, or else he'd have given me my fare home. But I'd have been right either way. So it was definitely worth an attempt. So I know I would have walked past the bus depot. They may have been coming off duty or something. Hey Peter, will you help me? Yeah. Actually, when we moved to London, I didn't get on with him. He turned my life into a misery. But that's another story for another day. I don't want to waste. My energy for tonight, which I'm enjoying, I'm talking about that gimp. Safe to say at the time I didn't think he was a gimp. He promised to be everything my own father wasn't. And he seemed to love my mum. You know, and that were good enough for me. Right, this is where we're going. Let's bring it up. Can you see the Tesco sign right up there in the distance? Well, that's where we are going next. That's the next stage, and then the stage after that will be to walk up Ripondon Road. There we are. Now let's go past the bus depot. This used to be in front of me, not yet. Originally the Oldham Municipal Bank or something like that, I don't know. But I remember it was a district bank. Try and get a decent focus on it. There you are. I'm alright actually, not enough me. Oh, I'm sorry if you've gone. I'm really sorry. Now you see this big bus station here? Well, back in the day, it was down here. Now this, my friends, is Oldham Bus Garage. It was owned by, it was built by Oldham Corporation. Now look at the size of that. And then it was owned by Selneck, and then Greater Manchester Transport, GM Bus, GM North, First, and now Stagecoach have it. Just over there was the Yellowway bus station. Yellowway were a Rochdale firm, and they had a fleet of coaches. Now this, going down here, was Mumps bus station. The buses used to pull in down here, and there were bus shelters all the way down. Amazing. Yeah, on this wall. And your bus, we used to get the number 6. Either the 5 or the 6. The 5 went to Shoulder and Moorside, and the 6 went further up. Well, I'm just thinking which way is my best way back. Now, just past here, can't remember what this was. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I think I have to cross over here. Anyway, we used to have Mumps Bridge. And under the bridge for a Pakistani coffee bar. Now my mum had this mate. My mum knew some really odd people. My mum all over. And she used to have a lot of Pakistani male friends. I mean, bear in mind, this is the 1960s. And she used to tell me mum all sorts of stories about these guys. Which I'm not really going to go into, I'm not in the mood. I think with another 20 minutes or so left before I hit the car. It's really busy just here. And when you see some of the driving, it really does worry you. Don't worry about me, mate. Yeah. There you go. Well, we're certainly not far from Watershed now. I can remember all them years trooping up here. Like tonight, I think I had a bag with me. Thought that guy was getting a bit close, but he isn't. It's alright. So it's not really all that different. I'm just going to put my bag back on properly. That's better. Haha, I'm in business now. Oh, yeah. Feels a lot better. Back into harness. Ice cream man over there. You know, I could just bloody murder an ice cream. Fuck's sake. There's no lights on or anything, that guy. Oh, he has now. So ever swearing, I thought he was just going to get hit. So I do apologise for that. Now this road down here takes you to shore. Argos have a big distribution centre there. Very used to have one, but I think that's gone. Yep, we're across. Well, it's good that I've got 4 lights of this. $135.9. Where I live, it's 141.9 for diesel. Makes sense to me. Oh, it's shut. Well, that's good, isn't it? Well, there's a Tesco. Just past that Tesco, we hit Ripondon Road. I'm going to have 5 minutes. Well, I'm having a 5-minute sit down. I've walked from Chadderton all the way here. I think I'm about a mile or something from the car. Well, there's 8 people standing around me. Thank you very much for your company, all of you. It's a real pleasure to have you on this walk from Eaton Park to Watersheddings tonight. The reason I've done it, it's the 60th commemoration of a walk I did when I was 10-year-old. When my grandma, I was staying at my nana's house, and they were bad-mouthing my dad. They always did that was fine. But they were bad-mouthing my mum as well. And when I had words them over it, they demanded I apologise. I weren't going to apologise, so he tried sending me to bed. So I said, that's it, I'm going home. And I walked, I mean, given that I was only like 10 at the time, I walked from my nana's at Eaton Park to my house on Winthrop Street. I didn't know how far it was. I now know it was 7.8 mile. My dogs are barking, so I need to arrest them. I don't know whether I did that night. I think I was so mad, I just carried on walking until I got back home to my mum. Mate, I told my mum was absolutely incandescent. She nearly went through the ceiling. Not with me, but with my nana. What my nana and my granddad did that night totally destroyed my relationship with them. Remember, I was a child. They were adults. It's never justifiable to call a child's mum in front of a child. I'm just going to put my shoes back on, so just bear with me and bear with me a few moments. I took them off if I needed it. I mean, bear in mind, not just done 7.7 mile tonight. I did 6 mile with Toby this morning. That's about 14 mile that I'll have done today. ITCW, how are you? Yep, this is England. This is Oldham in Lancashire. It's in the northwest. We're about 6 or 7 miles from Manchester, sorry. For those who are interested, I've done 20,779 steps. And I've had 1361 calories. And my heart rate is at 100. I can see we've still got 8 people with us. If you're enjoying the video, then please like, comment, share, or subscribe. Anyhow, it's time, and I need to be going. So I'll get myself back into harness. Oh dear. There's Mumps Bridge right down there. When I get back to that car, I'm going to have a nice long drink or something. I'm having daydreams of stopping at Hartshead Moor services on the M62 on my way home. But when I get back to the car, I'm going to have to phone up the old Duchess, because I know she will be worrying and she'll be playing hell. She'll have a go at me, so I have to phone her up. Oh, it's better. I know she's been dreading me doing this, but I've done this for me, and I've done it for my mum, who's no longer with us. Along here, back then 60 years ago, they're all like motor companies, garages, tyres, things like that.
say, what's the shipping set now? I don't think it's that so much.
All these shops have always been a bit dingy. But you have a brand new Tesco there. And a Mackie D. The big Premier store back in the day was also on that side of the road, but further up it was a co-op. So you could see that. At Tesco, you could see that right from Oldham town centre. Remember when I showed it before Mumps Bridge? Well, Mumps, the bridge isn't there anymore, which is way down there. Well, we're coming up to Ripondon Road. That place looks pretty full. For a time when all the boozers in Oldham were packed out, absolutely rammed. You don't got so many boozers left, I don't think. They've all turned into posh little wine bars, eateries, things like that. Now this, across here, a big building, all that used to be the co-op. That Royal Sports used to be the toy department. And my sisters and I, we would drool every time we went past. Right, you see the hill? That is where we are going. Straight up that hill. For anybody who's watching when we're talking about my dad, he worked for a bookies called Fred Parkinson. And the first bookmaker's office was here. They didn't have that wooden superstructure. It was just this little brick building here. And he was in charge of that. He was the manager. And then, no, they liked him. He was good at his job, so they moved him to a bigger office, taking much more money in Stockport, in a place called Edgeley. Anyway, one week he did a runner with all the takings. And the company caught up with him. He was prosecuted and he was sent to prison. One of them so bad if he'd have said to my mum, here's some money for the kids. Oh no. The only thing he was interested in was gambling. Well, we're now on the foothills of watershedings. About another 15 minutes or something like that, and I'll be back at the car. I mean, I'll be wrapping this up. Well, there's 11 of us trudging up Ripondon Road with me. If you're enjoying this, then please like, comment, share and subscribe. Now the 82 bus used to go up that way, Huddersfield Road. Stoneleigh Park. There. Just down here. My sisters and I used to play in that park when we were kids. I remember once we were out with Becky and we lost her. We just couldn't find her. And this was just at the time of the Moors murders, you know, Ian Brady and what have you. Anyway, you know, and Myra Hindley. Anyway, me and my mum, we looked all over, we just could not find Becky. Took me shelter to my mum's mates. Oh, he scoured the area. So my mum phoned the police because Becky was missing. I think she was about 3 or maybe 4 at the time. Turns out Becky was at the police station in Middleton. She'd got on the bus to Middleton, which is one way of getting to our nana's. You got to Middleton and then you had to get the 59 bus, and that's where the problem came about. She got on the 12 at Durka and the conductor just thought she was with a parent. Now when she got on the 59, she knew what bus to catch. And she knew, and she got there and the conductor said, well, where's your mum? And Becky told the conductor at home. So they had to hold up the bus The police came, took her to the cop shop. My mum phoned up the Oldham police, and they knew a child matching the description had been found in Middleton. So we had to go to Middleton to collect Becky. Oh, she was in a state. The coppers had been feeding her up with chocolate. She'd had a very good day, although we hadn't. Well, there's 17 of us walking up here now. We're almost in Watersheddings. It's called Watersheddings because it's at the top of the hill and it sheds water. It's been a really nice walk tonight. I'm glad I've done it. It's brought back a lot of memories. Some nice and pleasant. Mainly pleasant at that time, some not so pleasant. But isn't that life itself? Right, we've come to this pub. The Black Horse Inn. Now I went to school with the daughter of the landlord of this pub when I lived here in Watersheddings. I can't remember her name, but her dad was called Ambrose Rose. He knew my dad, and my dad, don't know who that was, but that's nice.
Always nice to be nice, eh?
It is. I've not been here for 60 years.
60 years?
Yeah.
Wow. It's a long time.
It is. It hasn't changed that much though. It has, but not.
No.
What do we use the old school for now?
I don't know, I didn't grow up in this area.
Alright. Yes, I went to school with the landlord's daughter. She was alright. She was pretty quiet, pretty reserved for a landlord's daughter. Well, you sort of make what you want of that. Well, she was alright though. Now this was mine and Michelle's school. We've still got the original railings, but them monstrosities, I don't know what before. It looks more like a prison now than a school. Still got the original school gate, but then you got this, so I don't know what all that is. Just a monstrosity. Well, this is Watersheddings. Just one or two small things to mention. I mean, I'm going to get in the car. I'm going to make my way to the M62, put my foot down, and get home ASAP. Well, this is Broadbent Road. Jowett Street. When I was a kid, before we went to London, my mum always pushed us as far as she could. I knew at the age of 10 I was going to university. I was going to Manchester and I was going to study electronic engineering, and then I would have worked at Ferranti's in Oldham. These houses on this side, I wanted to buy one so I'd be close to my mum, who lived on this street here, Tilton Street. We lived on Tilton Street. You don't think when you're a kid the house will come down. And we lived down here. The house is now gone. We pulled down possibly 19. We left finally. My mum kept the house on up to about August, September 1966. I think the houses came down shortly after that, and then they built these. And we lived at number 19. Two front doors. We lived about here. Well, I've enjoyed tonight. Oh, and when we lived here, by the way, the road was unadopted. When it rained, it looked like a river, and it was all muddy. Bloke we knew called Bert used to park his wagon just here where the telegraph pole is. Down there, you can't get there now, but my friend David Eyre, his dad had his business. That wall was there then, and Bert had parked his wagon just there. I'll come back to Bert another day. In the meantime, I've got to say to everybody, all of you, thank you very much for your company today. All those who have followed me, those who have liked, who have commented, those who have decided to subscribe or share. Thank you very much. Well, this is my car. I'm now going to find my keys and make my way back to Yorkshire. So I'm going to say once more, thank you very much It's been a pleasure to have you all. So good night.